if you struggle with overeating and binge eating, I have a question for you. I'm kind of looking for like tips, advice, because I'm struggling with something. How do you stop chasing that feeling of wanting to kind of be slightly more full than normal? Like, so if you were to categorize it into like three sections: satisfied, full, and then kind of like overly full. I don't typically stop at satisfied. I want to stop at like overly full, right? Like I'm not eating to the point where I'm uncomfortable full, but I'm definitely eating more than satisfied. And I just haven't, I mean, I have to, I think, really practice. I'm sure that's going to take time. Like I can't just like obviously one day just decide that this is going to be the new me. It is going to take practice. But do you have any tips? How did you kind of like get over that mental barrier of like stopping when you're satisfied? Because I find myself like I'll sit down and I'll eat my lunch and I'll have my lunch, and then immediately after I always want sugar. So then I had, instead of having the big bowl of fruit that I like to eat, I had a half portion because I knew I was going to go on a walk. I didn't want my stomach to feel as horrible as I know it typically does, which is terrible because it's like if you know your stomach feels bad eating this large bowl of fruit, why do you do it? But at the same time, I'm also trying to give up added sugar, so when I want the sugar, I go to fruit, which is a better alternative, right? But I'm just eating too much fruit in one sitting and it hurts my stomach. So how do you like, any tips, tricks, advice, like how do you get away from that, from wanting to be just like overly full?